Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of change over the last few years. Consolidation within the industry, that's certainly played a big part in it. I think that more and more operators are seeing this as a really good part of the business to be in terms of from an asset structure itself. When you build a hotel, you build purely a hotel, but when you build a service department, you can actually build a property that can then be monetized over years in a different field. So yeah, certainly we're very aggressive in this space. We see that from an Oakwood point of view, our development team have been here a number of times over the past few years and will continue to come back and are in deep discussions with a large owner-developer here in Dubai to grow our portfolio. Yeah, what we're seeing in terms of the type of property, I'll answer that first, is really a hybrid. So not just doing pure service department, and we're seeing that in other jurisdictions where we work within our region through APAC, where we build, whether it's 60-65% of that would be pure service department, and then 40 to 35% which would be a hotel, which gives us that ability to play within that long stay business, which we're very well known for, and really the DNA of the organization, but also that ability to play in that short stay space, so to be able to maximize the yield for when a move in, move out, to create a higher yield, a higher occupancy, with a higher GOP and NOI for an owner at the end of the day. Areas that we're aggressively looking at, we continue to see Dubai as certainly a growth market for our flag. We have a pipeline of business that we put in through our global accommodation network, meaning we have buyers or we have customers that need accommodations. Today we put that into a competitor property because we don't have an Oakwood branded building. But as soon as we have that pipeline or that business will transfer usually over to an Oakwood branded building. So it gives us instant demand and instant fill from day one when we launch. Abu Dhabi, because it's just a natural feed between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and really all over the GCC. We see that as certainly a growth. Everyone's talking Saudi. We continue to look at Saudi Arabia as an option and an opportunity. Our development team have a roadshow coming up through October. We'll hit most of the key countries in and around the region. Today it's purely management contracts. We will continue to present to our ownership potential opportunities, and should they see that as a viable investment from a development and owner point of view, then we'll certainly see how that moves forward. But today purely management agreements. Yeah, I think that's just the owner appetite in terms of the residential component that they buy. We know that the space is going to be larger. As I said, I think the hybrid model is really something that we pay a lot of attention to at the moment. Here in Dubai, we think that it'll work very well. Again, to monetize the asset for the owner over a long period of play. But certainly from the business opportunities that we have, that long stay corporate business model, the relocation companies that we're very successful in working with, and also that leisure guest. So the lines between work and leisure, the pleasure as they call it, is certainly something that we already work in today and all of our other properties in and around APAC and around the world. Yeah, I think so too. I think leisure is never going away in this part of the world. It's a big component. If we look at what's happening in 2020 with Dubai World Expo, I think that will have a big impact on that year, but also after that we see hopefully the great need for the leisure business, the marketing that goes around it. I think Oakwood, when we do come into the market, will be positioned well in that aspect. We do have the corporate long stay business that we already have in our pipeline, and with our global relationships that we have. And also working with our leisure guests as well. So in and around the region, we have strong connections with, whether it's through brand.com or whether it's through the OTA platforms that we work with and the shared economies that we're currently working with and partnering with. We certainly see a great opportunity that we can fulfill those demands of the travelers that are coming in, and then also owner expectation.